Hey, it's me again. Okay, alright. Let's see. What's going on with me today? Damn, this shit's backed up like crazy. Anyways. No. Listen. I don't feel like super depressed today. Like, I don't feel that. And I'll say why. So, I don't know why I'm so tongue-tied right now. You know what the thing is? Like, every single time I turn on the fucking camera and start recording or something, I'm like, oh, I gotta be all, I don't know. I don't need to be like that. I don't need to fucking feel that way. It's like I just want to talk about how I'm doing like usual, but not in that I'm so depressed and this is what's going on now and just another day of whatever. I'm trying to take care of my physical health now. I know I've been saying that, but last night I went to bed at like 9 o'clock, something like that, like 9:13 or something. Didn't stay up super late, you know. Even my girlfriend went to bed at around the same time, a little earlier than I did. And I'm like, wow. Good. Why am I coughing? I'm still incredibly irritated most of the time though. But anyways, she ended up going to bed at a reasonable time, and then I went to bed at a reasonable time. And I ate, I cooked for myself. I relaxed, and then I went to sleep, and I was like, fucking finally, like, Jesus, because I've been fucking just dying, physically exhausted, like, all the time. Lots of discussions with her, and just in general not taking care of myself. Tonight, yes, I would like to exercise, at least try to. My head hurts a little bit. Like, I had a glass of wine while she was on the video chat with me, so we kind of spent the evening together like that, just hanging out. But there's still this feeling, I guess, I have right now that I'm trying to understand. I don't know what that is right now. There's still this depressing feeling over me, this uncomfortable. I feel really uncomfortable. Oh, okay. Well, I guess yesterday something interesting happened. I got a strike on my YouTube channel for one of my YouTube shorts that I uploaded. And what I said is, I hate America. I hate relationships. I hate people here. Everybody's full of shit. People suck a fucking dick. Like, this is what I said, right? And I got a strike, but then I appealed it, and then I didn't get a strike on my channel, so I'm able to upload still. Because, if I get a strike on my channel, I can't upload for a week. And to be honest, I kind of felt like, good, I'm not gonna do that. Maybe I'll just make unlisted videos and just make videos to hold on to for the sake of holding on to them, and just fuck it. Kind of take a break, because, the thing is, like, I'm not gonna be a YouTuber. I'm not gonna be a TikToker. I'm not gonna be I don't want to be a social media influencer, actually, now that I think about it, because I was watching this person yesterday. His name's The Act Man or something. He's like a gaming YouTuber, and he fucking talks about games and the state of mind of video games and how everything's going. Jesus. Coughing and sneezing. All right. Not even sick. Anyways, and he went through a whole beef of getting demonetized, and he's like, wow, his whole livelihood was stripped away from him for a second. And he said that his whole reality was flipped on its head. His whole reality got flipped. He was like, fuck, am I going to be a YouTuber now? Like, I can't make money off of this. I'm very passionate about this. I put my heart and soul into this, and it just got taken away by these people that are in control. And I'm like, I don't know how to develop a livelihood Right now, I don't know. This is my biggest challenge. One of my biggest challenges that I'm facing as well, on top of everything else. This is one of my biggest challenges, is to develop a livelihood that isn't taken away by anybody. That can't be. That I can't be fired, I can't be silenced, I can't be, you can't say that and now we're not going to pay you. Like, I don't want to be in that position. I really don't. Like, I'm doing this YouTube thing, I'm doing this TikTok thing, but who's in control of what I can say? YouTube. There are community guidelines. There are things that I can't say. There are algorithms that I need to follow. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I see that in the future now. I'm not going to be a YouTuber. I'm not going to be a podcaster on a platform of some sort. I'm not going to do it. Like, eventually I would like to get away from it. I'm saying that I'm not saying that I'm quitting YouTube right now, or I'm not going to upload anything anymore, and I'm not going to do anything on TikTok. No, as of right now, social media, if I guess I try to get my voice out there, like, this is what I got to do. But again, I go back to the root of everything and why I'm even doing any of this at all. This is the whole thing about honesty. I'm such a big proponent of honesty, right? I'm such a big proponent of being real and saying the truth and trying to dig for the truth. But why? And I've been really starting to think about that. And I even talked to my girlfriend a little bit ago, I think on Monday or whatever. And I don't know, we were talking about just my parents and the emotional connections that I didn't have growing up. I never had it. I never had this deep, deep emotional connection that was satisfying growing up. I always tried, I always try to get deep and personal with somebody, right? And, people would only go so far, and people would only get so open with me and vulnerable, but I wanted more, and I want more, and I'm still wanting more. That's why I'm yelling and screaming on here. I'm really exposing myself. I'm really being like myself. I'm really trying to say all the things that is actually going on with me. I'm trying to be as honest as possible because I want this emotional connection that's on such a deep level because of how unloved I feel. I have a concept of love in my head. I have this concept of how much I hate people being full of shit. I have this concept in my head of how I hate how disingenuous everybody is around me. I despise it with literally almost all of my heart. I hate it, but I'm trying to accept it because, yeah, people are going to be full of shit. People aren't going to be vulnerable with me. People aren't going to be vulnerable in general. People aren't going to be super genuine all the fucking time. And yes, I am frustrated with that, but I'm like, why? What is the root of my frustration, right? It all goes back to this feeling of being unloved, I think. I think so, right? Like, I feel that. And I'm like, okay, what do I do about this? I've been trying to figure out a lot of goddamn things, but this is a big fucking issue. This is a big problem of why I'm having so many, here's the thing. Me and my girlfriend, again, we both love this 100% transparency with each other, but at the same time, Jesus, it's really fucking difficult and it's really scary to be that vulnerable with somebody else. And I think I even said this to myself. I want this person that I want somebody that is me, that understands me all the way, but isn't me. And I want that person to be a woman, right? Because I'm attracted to women, I want to be with women, I want to love women. I want to love my girlfriend. I want her to be this person that's unbelievably close to me, not my significant other, my person that knows all the everything's about me. But it's not possible. And okay, and this is also going to get uncomfortable, but I got to talk about it because, the whole root of my non-monogamy as well. Listen, and my girlfriend brought up a good point, that's a possibility. Like, she went and talked to the couples counselor by herself, right? And they had a discussion. And, the root of some people's non-monogamy is they are so emotionally starved that they try to have all of these different connections to fulfill all these different aspects of themselves, right? That can't be. And I'm like, is that what I'm doing? That can't be fulfilled by one person. So I have to have 6 women around me that fulfill all different aspects of pieces that are missing, right? And this is why she feels like she's not good enough, my girlfriend, right? And I'm like, is that what I'm doing, right? And I got to ask myself that question, and it's very uncomfortable, and I got to dig in there, and I got to be honest. I'm like, okay, this non-monogamy thing, I always say it takes a natural stance. It's a natural stance. You know, I have, how many people do I talk to be honest? And I want to actually list it. I'm like, I have my girlfriend, who I talk to the most about everything. I have my best friend. I have one of my coworkers who's also starting to kind of become my best friend a little bit. You know, I haven't known him as long as I've known my actual best friend. I have my other best friend, right, that's in fucking Pennsylvania. I don't talk to him very often. I have this other guy, this security guard that I met en route. I have some coworkers. I have my brother, right, and all of a sudden I'm trying to get another woman in my life somehow, in some way. What is her role, this other woman? Honestly, at this point, I said this. I want novelty. I want this sexual freedom. And I'm like, oh, is it all about sex? I'm like, and my girlfriend's asked me this question. I'm like, and I say, no, it's not all about sex. I want some type of emotional connection with the woman, but on what level and how deep, right? Not that deep, to be honest, because I can't handle it. I even think about it. I'm like, trying to have my best friend, trying to have my coworker that I'm also talking to, trying to have my brother, trying to have my girlfriend, trying to have my best friend as well, also over in Pennsylvania, that wants to like play Halo with me on one of my free weekends. I'm like, what is this? And my girlfriend even said, oh, hot commodity. Uh-oh, super popular, something like that. Like, oh, all these people want your attention. And I am thinking about it, I'm like, damn. Where's some time to myself? And when I was listening to Patrice O'Neal all the way back then, right, there was this one guy, I think his name was Mark or something, I don't remember what the fuck his name was, on one of the radio shows. He used to call in, and he was in a polygamous relationship. He had his wife and a girlfriend of like 10 years. He had both of these women living inside of his house, right, for 10 years, but he was also fucking around as well still. It still wasn't enough, you know? And that's the thing about my sexuality, or I think male sexuality in general, is it's never quenched, it's never satisfied, no matter how many women you end up getting with. You'll never satisfy this desire. You'll never get it out of your system until your balls just simply fall the fuck off of your body, or your testosterone simply lowers over time. All right, I'm being dramatic, but that's what ends up happening. But you never stop. You legitimately never stop. It never goes away. You never feel that quenched thirst of wanting all these other women. I had a dream this morning, right? Because I used to be addicted to porn, like I said. Like I haven't said that in a while, but like I used to have that porn addiction. I was about 12 years old and I watched porn for fucking 10 years. And then I realized that it was damaging me like crazy. But I remember I used to have like 20 different tabs open. I remember how bad it was. And I remember I was flipping through all of these different tabs of pornography, trying to look for that exact right moment to bust a nut. What woman do I want to come to, right? That's how fucking bad it was. I had 20 tabs open. It was fucking bad. And then I realized I want real connection. I want real women. I don't want this artificial fucking shit anymore, right? And I stopped watching it when I was 22. Ended up getting with my brother's ex-girlfriend, right? That's the fucking shit that ended up happening. And then she made me realize that, yeah, the pornography is an issue because I wasn't getting hard. Because real sex didn't do anything for me. I was completely desensitized. And I was talking to her about it, my brother's ex-girlfriend, and she was like, yeah, I think the porn's the fucking issue. Or you should look into that. And I did. I went and looked into that whole thing. And then me and her fell off, and she ended up going somewhere, and whatever, right? I don't want to digress into the whole story, you know? But what am I trying to do now? Am I trying to have 20 different tabs of women? Right? No, that's not realistic. I don't want that shit, you know? But this novelty feeling, right? This novelty feeling that I have within myself. I want to, everything in moderation, right? I do want some sort of novelty. And I want that to be all right. I do want a new woman, to feel a new woman's energy. I want it. I want to feel that. But do I want to be in love with another woman right now? Do I want to, listen, I keep saying that I could love another woman, But again, physically, emotionally, mentally, can I handle that right now? Fuck no. All right, I keep saying what it is that I would like. I would like some just, what would I like? I just want that, yeah, there's another woman around that I can kiss and hug and hold and talk to and touch and whatever. But again, she's not my girlfriend. Like, we care about each other to some degree, but she's more independent and I'm more independent. Like, we're not really depending on each other that much. You know, like, that's what I would want. That's what I feel like I can handle. I can't have, again, this super ridiculously full-blown other I can't. I just can't. I don't see that happening, to be honest. And I also want time to myself. But I have this desire. And fuck, what did I say? I had this dream. I like completely digressed. I had this dream. Now I'm going to describe it. Right? It was like I was watching porn on my phone. And it was so vivid. It felt like it was real. But I was really like, really tapped into it, because I don't know. There's a difference between real sex and pornography, obviously. But in my mind, there's this. Real sex is so. No. Pornography is so potent. And it taps into something deep within inside of my animal brain that is ridiculously addictive. It's very, very dangerous. That's why I was addicted to it for 10 fucking years plus. Because it did something to me. It fulfilled this desire of reproduction. I was artificially tricking my brain, making it feel like I was having sex with all these different women. But I realized it wasn't healthy. And I wasn't developing real connections with real women. I was just over there jerking my dick for 10 fucking years. It's dangerous. It's very detrimental. And I realized that. I'm happy I realized it, but I'm still dealing with that. As much as I've been talking about all these other goddamn things like my relationship, there's so many other things to life. There's so many other things to my life that have been happening. There's so many other things to my life that are currently influencing me on a subconscious level that I don't even realize. You know? Because I woke up this morning like, what the fuck? Anyways, I want to actually talk about it still. Like, I was in that dream watching this shit on my phone. I was in my bed back at my parents' house in my old room. Hold on, let me get over this stupid bump. There we go. I was back at my parents' house, like in my old room, watching pornography on my phone. And I remember that brain feeling of just looking at it. There was this woman, very attractive, white woman, pink nipples, just, I don't even know, I think like kind of, not even, like kind of black hair or something. And she was an older woman, and there was a younger guy, right? You couldn't see the dude's face though, but you could see the woman in full, and I'm even talking about it right now. My brain's like, ooh, yeah, so sexy. Anyways, she was in like, it's not even fishnet. It's like pantyhose all over. It's like a mesh pantyhose where this is going to get graphic, but I just got to be real because this is real shit. This is the real things in my mind. And I'm like uncomfortable talking about it. I'm like, oh God, I can't believe I'm saying this, but this is real shit though. All right. She was in this mesh pantyhose covering her whole body. Her titties were covered, but there was a cutout where her pussy was, right? And she was talking to, it was like this old shit too. It was like 1980s, but it was modern. The way the woman was talking, like it was so weird. It was like, I don't know, it was so strange. The way she was talking, like it was like old. But she was very attractive. And then she was saying to the guy, like, you know, you were once a faggot, but now I feel like I can give you a chance to touch me or something. Like, and I'm like, wow, what the fuck? Like, okay, which kind of resonates with me, I guess, on some level that I haven't really explored yet and talked about. But I was this guy, but this dude, the way the guy was And the way this pornography was set up, this is some deep shit I didn't really expect to talk about, but it affects me. It's real stuff. I know it's real stuff. It's real stuff. I just want to say it. The way the guy was, very powerful and in tune and not ashamed with his sexuality. And the woman was in a weird position where she ended up getting fingered. I can't believe I'm saying this. I have to, though. It's just, I gotta push through. This is very uncomfortable. There you go. You want a real challenge? There you go. Let's talk about this shit. She was getting fingered by the guy, like in such a fucking hot, sexy way that like my brain really was like, oh my God, like that's exactly what I want. You know, that's what I want to do. And oh God, this is so uncomfortable. I'm trying my best to get through it. But I just remember how turned on I was getting looking at this shit. And I'm like, oh, now all of a sudden I'm thinking about all the people that could potentially be listening to this, and I'm like cringing. But fuck it, you know, it's real shit. I'm just gonna keep saying that to myself so I can get through it. This is very challenging, okay, to talk about. It's very, very uncomfortable because I'm going into the graphic details. But anyways, he was doing that, and then it flipped to him having sex with her, right? Like, and it was just a close-up of his dick inside her vagina, right? And he came inside of her, and then the woman's vagina was twitching because she was coming, right? And there was just, this is so uncomfortable. There was just sperm coming out of her pussy, and I was like, I was losing my mind, right? And while I was watching this, and I remember it's like I felt like I was having a wet dream or something, right? And I remember, here's what happened though after I was watching this. I'm so disappointed in myself that I'm watching this shit, right? I was so mad at myself because I haven't watched porn in 5 years and jerked off to it. I haven't done it. I haven't watched porn in like 5 years, and at first I was trying to observe it and feel how I was feeling about it. But that's the other thing. I was on TikTok last night or yesterday, just sometime, and of course there's women with titties everywhere on there all the fucking time, and I ended up looking at this one woman and I'm like, fuck dude, what am I doing, you know? But it doesn't really do anything for me anymore. But anyways, like I ended up in the dream, I was rock solid, right? Just fucking hard as a rock, fucking like, oh God, I almost started like busting a nut in my dream, it felt like, but I threw my phone at the wall. I remember I threw my phone at the wall because I was so angry at myself that I was watching that shit again, because I know how much it damages my brain, you know, or how much it ended up damaging my brain, how fucking much damage it fucking did to me, that I threw my phone in complete anger at the wall, you know. And I remember I woke up obviously with a fucking erection, and I was like, Jesus, did I actually bust a nut or what? And I checked, and no, it was clean, and I was just like, oh God, like what the fuck was that, right? And I was like, why, like it? But that's what I mean. It's like, it's still there in my mind, and it's very deep and hardwired. What happened to me when I was watching that pornography? What ended up turning me on? And that's the thing. I got so used to watching people have sex that was what got me turned on. That's why when I ended up having real sex and I was participating, right, nothing was happening. I wasn't getting turned on at all, because I was like, okay, I'm supposed to be watching, not actually doing it. Like, that's how my brain was wired through my whole entire adolescence. That's what I mean, how much damage it ended up doing. That's why I've been trying to I've been trying to rewire my brain to enjoy real sex, and I have been with my girlfriend. I've been enjoying real sex. I've been getting turned on by thinking about real sex, me participating in real sex. You know, that's what I mean. Like, I woke up this morning, and yes, that deep animal part of my brain gets very turned on by looking at pornography. But I woke up this morning, I was like, nah, like I don't fuck with that shit no more. You know, I don't like it. I don't fuck with it. I don't like it at all. or I don't want to like it, but it's still there deep inside of my mind. You know, I haven't watched porn, like I said, in a long time, but I still have memories of all the pornography I used to watch and bust a nut to. It's still deep inside of my brain, like crazy, you know, and that's what happened, ended up coming up when I fucking was dreaming. And I haven't had a dream like that where, like, sometimes I have those dreams where I end up watching porn again, you know, and I'm so unbelievably uncomfortable and disappointed, but I feel the addiction, you know? I feel that addiction. Like, I'm like, God, I'm not supposed to be doing this, but Jesus, my brain feels unbelievably amazing. The dopamine hits are fucking unreal, you know, how good it feels to do that. But I try to get away from it, and I have gotten away from it, and I haven't watched that shit in, damn, it's almost been 6 years now. Really? 5 years or 6 years. I think I stopped watching it back in like 2018. And it was like January 24th, I stopped watching it back in 2018. I stopped watching porn completely. I went cold turkey on it. But yeah, sex is very potent. And what I was talking about, this whole non-monogamy thing, all these things, I know I digress into a million different topics. That was a challenge to talk about. That was extremely uncomfortable, like, because I was really saying the shit, what happened in the dream. You know, because I can talk about me all day long. I can go into detail about what the fuck is going on with me. I don't care about that. You know, but yeah, and I kind of want to start doing that, to be honest, because that helps me. I know I can't talk about my relationship into the fullest detail because, again, the privacy when it comes to my girlfriend, and I'm trying to respect it. But I can talk about myself, and that shit's hard. That shit's really hard. And again, going back to like just this feeling of being unloved, you know, like, I'm trying to figure out a lot of things that are going on with me. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what my problems are and how to potentially solve them. Because I have a lot of problems. I have a lot of issues. I have a lot of things that I'm dealing with. You know, and I started off this whole entire video with talking about my physical health. You know, and how I'm trying to just work on that and deal with that and really take care of myself physically. Because yeah, mentally it's hard to take care of myself. Mentally I have a lot of problems that I'm trying to solve all the goddamn time, and I'm getting stressed out about it. But physically, like, I can do something about that. But again, I know why I brought that up, actually. Because I have been not taking care of myself physically because of my mental health. I haven't had this motivation, and I think I was talking about that. I was talking about that this morning to myself before I even started recording. I was like, well, if I don't feel unloved, I don't have a motivation to do a goddamn fucking thing. And that's what kind of has been going on, because I've been having this problem with my girlfriend not accepting me in the way that I want her to accept me. And I'm just like, you know what, fuck this life. I can't get this connection. I can't get this love that I want, because nothing matters. Nothing else matters, honestly, to me. Nothing else matters except feeling loved, all right? In a way that I feel like I feel loved. This deep personal connection where somebody really understands everything about me and I'm not rejected, you know? I don't have that in my life right now. And, you know, everybody likes to say, like, oh, you got to love yourself before you love anyone. Whatever, right? Okay, I've been trying to deal with that self-love bullshit as well. And actually find compassion for myself in a way that, again, makes sense to me and not anybody else. That might work for you, whatever the fuck you're doing, but whatever works for me, I'm trying to figure that out on my own. There's nothing I can do except go through that work and process of trying to figure that out. But it's hard. It's fucking difficult as fuck. And that's what I mean. Like, right now, I haven't been having that feeling of, like, yeah, I feel loved and I'm cared for and I feel accepted. I don't have that feeling right now. That's why I've been having this physical decline. Like, because I'm like, I don't give a shit about my body, because nobody gives a shit about who I am. So why would I give a fuck about me? Right? And I'm like, damn, I used to be such a big proponent for this self-love thing. I used to preach it, and then I realized that I was full of shit, and all I was doing was protecting myself, you know, in a way that was just not healthy. I was just guarded. I was just afraid of getting rejected, so I didn't let anybody near me. That's not self-love, like I said. So I'm trying to develop a way to not be super guarded. And I don't want to talk about that, you know. I'm having a lot of problems. I'm having a lot of issues. And yeah, I've been talking about all these things out loud for a long time now is what it feels like. It's just hard. It's just very difficult. Oh man, I don't know. All of a sudden I kind of want to take a step back for a second. I'm like, okay. Just take a breather. Drink some water. Fucking hell. Because I even thought about it too. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't upload any of these. I'm going to upload this video. I will. But there's a lot of rethinking I got to do still. Lots of rethinking. Especially money-wise, career-wise. Yeah, YouTube's not it forever and ever. I'm not gonna be a YouTuber forever. You know, because this is a company that I'm under pretty much still. I'm still under a company. I'm still following rules to some degree. Because if I don't follow the rules, I'm not going to be heard, right? Quote unquote. I'm still kind of saying what I want and getting things potentially taken down. But I'm trying to just be real on here and be myself. But regardless, I don't want anybody to be in control or have community guidelines that will potentially remove my words from the internet. You know, I really want to develop my own shit. I don't want to get banned. I don't want to have this problem with hate speech or whatever the fucking bullshit is. You know, if I say I hate America or I hate people here or I hate people and I think people are full of shit and they can suck a fucking dick, you know, I want to be able to say that and not get silenced because, oh, you're a hateful person and we're trying to protect people that are full of shit. I'm like, fuck these people. Can I call out something? Is that a fucking issue? How about fuck you, YouTube? How about suck a dick, YouTube? You gonna silence me? You know, because, that's hate speech. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I don't want to be under any of these potential whatever the fuck algorithms. I would love to get to a point where, yeah, I just speak freely on my own platform and nobody's gonna remove me. Or advertisers and sponsors are gonna stop feeding me money because I didn't fucking say something that sounds good. I don't fuck with it. That's why, I have to figure out another way to make money because, listen, I thought about it, me getting a following on YouTube and all this shit, right? The niche that I'm talking about, because that's the other thing. I'm talking about really, really heavy shit, the things that I'm going through, and it's very uncomfortable. And most of the time, people don't want to hear this shit, especially on TikTok. I scroll through TikTok, and the most popular things are fucking, you know, nothing real, right? Nothing real. It's mostly just fun, fucking video game bullshits. You know, there's some news things that are, they're kind of real, you know, they're talking about what's going on in the world, but at the same time, who gives a shit? Like, I don't feel anybody talking about their actual mental health. You know, I don't feel people talking about the real fucked up shit, darkness inside of them. I don't see any dark humanity anywhere. I guess it's just, I can't look for it, you know, but again, it's not promoted. All right, TikTok's supposed to be, especially TikTok. TikTok is supposed to be fun, light, stupid cat videos, stupid animal videos, stupid people doing stupid shit for views videos. All right, dancing, making dumbass fucking trendy somethings. Like, I'm not a trend. I'm not doing anything trendy-wise. I'm not doing anything that's super popular. I'm not using any of these goddamn sounds and popular songs and fucking whatevers. I'm not doing any of that. I'm in a particular niche of not having a niche. Like, that's why it's not doing anything. That's why I only have 59 subscribers and the algorithm's not really giving a fuck about what I'm saying. Because it's not trendy. It's not interesting to the majority. It's not interesting to the masses. People don't want to hear this shit. People don't want to hear somebody bitching about their life, quote unquote. People don't want to hear somebody going into all their deep, dark fucking feelings. Nobody wants to hear that most of the time. So it is what it is. Like, that's the way it is, man. That's what I mean. It's like, I'm just trying to speak. I'm trying to develop connections. I'm trying to be real and get out and find genuine people and everything. But again, going back to the root of why I'm trying to do any of that in the first place. Maybe my goal, maybe my drive, maybe this search and quest for honesty is actually not good for me. And that's the whole thing. Like, again, going back to what my girlfriend said, I find new realizations, what it seems like, all the time, and then they just pop up more questions and I feel unstable again. As soon as I feel this piece of stability or something, I end up questioning it, and I'm back again in this spin cycle of chaos. You know, it's very difficult shit to deal with. I'm just trying to figure out how the fuck to manage all of these noises in my head and all of these questions that I keep asking. I'm trying to deal with all of this fucking shit at the same time. That's why it's like today, yes, I made my video. Right now, I'm making my video. I'm in the process. I'm almost at my first stop. But it's like, all right, I'm working my job. I'm able to take care of the bills. I'm able to put food on the table. I'm able to take care of myself and you know, enjoy that process and live that basic survival instinct life. I'm able to do that right now, and I appreciate the fact that I'm able to do that. My job, again, is not ridiculously stressful at all. It can be sometimes physically taxing, but it's not really stressful. It's not. I've really got this down. I don't give a shit about it anymore. It's kind of brain dead. It's not fucking hard, which I'm happy about. I'm so stressed out dealing with all of these other things. I don't want a job that's also like, oh, fuck, I'm stressed out for 8 hours, but hey, I'm making $120,000 a year. Like, I don't fuck with that. Yes, I only make like 24 bucks an hour. Yes, I only make like 60K a year. Oh, God, Diamond. Oh, shit, I actually just ended up saying his name. Whatever, who cares? I'll call you back, dude. Well, that's cool. I'll actually end up calling him back. Anyways... Nah, who gives a shit? Nobody really watches my shit anyways. Uh-oh, I said his name. Whatever, right? Anyways, I really didn't expect him to call me. That was very interesting. What I was saying, though, is it's like, I don't want a stressful job. You know, yes, I do want more money. Of course I fucking do. But whatever, right? At the same time. Like right now, currently, I'm not in the state of mind of, oh my God, I wish I was making $120,000 a year. I'm like, I don't know what job to do right now in corporate motherfucking America that pays me a lot of money and I'm not like stressed out to the fucking gills. Like I don't know what that fucking job looks like. I don't even know what job like is gonna make me like happy. That is a corporate America job. I don't think I'm gonna ever be fully happy with working in corporate America. Fuck no, I want to be my own boss. Absolutely. But what businesses will I develop? What will I end up doing in my life? Like, I don't know the answer to those questions yet. I really don't. And I'm trying to figure that out, again, as I'm going along. But right now, yeah, I don't have the answer to most of these questions, but it's good to ask them. And that's why I've been doing it. And I'm trying to not be so stressed out while asking the questions. Yes, I want answers. Yes, I feel desperate sometimes to answer most of these questions, but fuck it, you know? Today, you know, on the 17th of goddamn November, happy birthday to my dad, by the way. I kind of just want to accept where I am. I feel like I'm actually in a little bit of a better mood than I have been, which is fucking what the fuck, because I took care of my physical health. That is such a big fucking deal. All right, I went to bed at 9. I need to start doing that, because fuck playing Halo and fuck staying up and having long-ass conversations with my girlfriend about the shit that we've already talked about most of the time. You know, I love talking to her, but at the end of the day, I don't like talking to her till goddamn midnight, and then we're fucking both exhausted the next day trying to figure out how to stay together or break up. Like, it's just, and that's nobody's fault. I'm not blaming her. I'm not blaming myself. That's just what we've ended up happening, and we both really want answers to this goddamn problem that we're having. We really love each other, and that's why we end up talking so long sometimes. But I don't know. At the end of the day, I can't, you know, anymore. I really want to take care of myself. I really am tired of being tired. It's not good for me anymore. I don't fuck with it. I don't like going to bed at midnight. I don't like it. I really want to take care of myself. I want to start drinking a lot more water. I want to start exercising again. I got a goddamn punching bag. I got my body that I can do body fucking exercises with. All right, there's no reason that I should be all fucked up. Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I'm not going to get hard on myself, but I'm just saying, as of right now, I would like to really just start trying to take care of myself. You know, I do work these long hours sometimes, so that does also like fuck with me, because I'm like, oh God, these hours are so fucking long, and then I get home, and then yes, I am very, very tired, you know, because my job, again, is a very physical, labor-intensive job sometimes, and yes, the days can go to 10, 11, 12 hours, and that's what's been happening recently, because, you know, everybody keeps quitting, or there's people that are just simply off because this job doesn't fucking pay enough. And I hope that this fucking company I work for gets their shit together, and they're like, yeah, we don't pay enough, we're not really competitive at this point, let's give everybody raises. Like, yeah, that sounds great, but it's not fucking happening apparently. Whatever, fuck them. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm gonna reiterate and say what I want to say to myself right now. Yes, I still feel unloved. Yes, I need to reconsider a lot of goddamn things. Yes, I have a lot of questions that I want answers to. But today, I'm going to upload this video, make it short potentially. If it gets taken down, who gives a fuck? And I'm going to try to just take it easy. I'll try to exercise tonight. I'll try to not feel like I have a goddamn headache. I don't want to drink, even if my girlfriend's on the phone with me. Maybe I say that now, but goddamn it, sometimes alcohol is just so goddamn amazing. But right now, I feel like I don't want to do that. I feel like I just want to, you know, put my boxing gloves on, punch my punching bag, do some push-ups, some squats, you know, and then go to bed at like 9 o'clock and not stay up fucking all night playing goddamn fucking Halo, because it's not helping me at this point. I really don't want to do that. Oh, what's up, dude? How you doing? Getting to the thick of fucking things right now. Anyways, I am inside. I'm not at my first stop yet, but I don't know. At this point, I kind of want to focus and do my shit and get her done. So, until, goodbye.